Hey everybody, Jason again. Very cold day here in South Carolina and most of the East Coast, I think. So it's a good day to sit inside, and I figured I'd make a little video, a quick video about some items I picked up. This has probably been a few months ago, maybe October-ish, September, somewhere in there. Elderly lady contacted me from my old Facebook page and was curious about some items she had from her deceased husband. She was downsizing. None of the kids wanted it, and she was trying to move out to or in with her daughter-in-law. Bought a few swords from her. I believe I showed those in a video, but if not, then I'll show this some other time. But just some really neat Citadel items. The Citadel is a military college, if you're not aware, that's in Charleston, South Carolina, which is about a little over an hour or so away from me. But said her husband was a Citadel graduate. He actually went to a military academy, high school military academy. The Citadel had aspirations of joining the military, but for some reason his eyesight, I think she said, wasn't up to par or something like that, and he couldn't join. But he ended up being a police officer and later working for power company, I think. But I told her I would try to hang on to everything I could, and if there was ever any children who decided they did want some of this stuff, then I would gladly return it to them at no cost, because that's where it belongs. But also that I would, as I'm the caretaker of it, I will try to keep the information along with it, and so that it carries on far beyond me. But anyway, let's take a look at a couple items. So we have two of his caps from the Citadel, a badge, and a neat little bracelet I'll show you. But he actually graduated in 1973, so I thought it was pretty cool that it had his year of graduation on there. I think it had his name somewhere. Yeah, right there. I love these military academy Shako type hats. Like I say, this one's from 1970s, so it's got some age to it. A pretty neat piece. And just an extra cap badge, I'm assuming from his other dress cap. But this piece here is a bracelet. And I tried to convince her to keep it for herself, but she kept saying she has so many other items that she didn't really need it. But apparently her husband had this made with his buttons from one of his uniforms into a little bracelet for her. She said it just sits in a drawer, and she'd rather somebody actually have it that can appreciate it. Again, like I say, it's something that I tried to convince her to keep. I'll tell her it didn't have a ton of monetary value. It had more sentimental value than anything. But my goal is to do a display of these items, and maybe I know I have one of his swords, and he had two other swords over there on the wall, but I might try to keep the one high school military academy sword with it somehow to display him and keep his name with it. But anyway, quick video. Just wanted to start showing some of these other items I haven't done videos on. There is a ton. I have inside this cabinet here is a ton of stuff I just don't have room to display. I've added some things to these cases. This is all the stuff kind of just laying around that I really need to find some more space for. So stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.